Hi guys. So I have been MIA for a while, so I'm just popping in to say hi and also to kind of pass off some tips for this time. We're in a very peculiar time. We have coronavirus that's out. Everyone has had a shift in their lives in one way or another. And then on top of that, we've had several events like the US presidential uh, race that just concluded, but then now we're seeing some after effects of that. And so there's a lot that's happening on the world stage and um, things happening in Africa, in Nigeria, Nigeria to be specific. Uh, and there are things happening all over the world that you know is affecting our mind, it's affecting our spirit, it's affecting our bodies. And so in this time, especially in this season, and so this is a season that tends to be very busy and hectic for people. And I can imagine it still being that to some extent, even with all the restrictions. And so I just want to take this time to remind you all to just take time for yourself. That's okay. Yeah? So finding some calm in the chaos. And how do we find calm in the chaos? Well, here are a few tips. One, breathe. Most of the time, when we feel stressed out or we feel disconnected from ourselves, it's because we're not breathing properly. Breathing properly, I mean to really open up your belly, expand your chest as you inhale, and slowly exhale, pulling that belly back towards the spine, right? Without compromising that expansion of the chest. Keeping the shoulders down and back and nice and broad, allowing the breath to fill up your body and just kind of flow into your belly, filling you up like a balloon. And you can hold that breath there for a few seconds and then slowly release, drawing from the lower part of the abdomen and just pulling all the way back as you exhale. Like I said, try to keep the chest open by rolling the shoulders back and down. And you'll feel that expansiveness in your back, which is a lot of where our heart center is. A lot of people think of the heart center as, being in this frontal area. But there's a lot of it that's in the back of our body that's actually kind of more exposed, and so we pick up a lot of our tension in some of those areas. So that's one step, to breathe and breathe deeply. Like I said, when we feel stressed out, sometimes we're not breathing properly, and I think I said not breathing, but the short, kind of timid breath, not good, right? You want that deep, long breath and slow release to really connect the breath with the different organs, with the muscles of the body, and with the mind. And as you slowly exhale, it becomes a nice rhythm as you flow in and out the breath. It serves to calm the body and regulate your cycle, regulate your body cycle, your heart rate, and everything. All right, so what else can you do? Well, you can just stop. Stop everything that you're doing. Take a moment for yourself. Close your eyes and just relax. And in that moment, you want to practice that nice deep breath. All right. So just kind of step back from everything, drop your phone, drop whatever you're doing for the moment, whether it's work, whether it's shopping, or whatever it is. Drop it for a few minutes. You need to sit in your car, close eyes, and just relax, right? And do that deep breath. What else can you do? Go for a run or a walk in nature. Why in nature and not just anywhere? Well, if you're in the city, then sure, go for a walk in the city. But walking in nature helps us to take ourselves away from our mind and what's circulating in our mind and all the to-do lists and everything that we think that we have to do exactly right now in the moment. And being in nature, it just reconnects us with the natural world that we come from, right? From this, with the soil, the air, the trees, this natural ecosystem that we are a part of. And sometimes we get caught up and don't even remember that we are a part of something so much bigger than ourselves. So that walk or run in nature really serves to ground and center us on what's important and to slow us down a bit. Take the focus off of us and shift it somewhere else. And with that shift, there's a calming sense that comes over the body and the mind, and almost like a redirection and a stability, right? So you get a nice clear mind and a refocusing on exactly what needs to get done when you come out of that nice walk or run, and you're much more able to complete the task that you have at hand, and actually to reorganize yourself and be deliberate about what you do and not waste time doing things that you don't have to be doing, and therefore taking up your time, and being focused, as I said before, being focused on exactly what you need to do and getting it done. Well, what else can you do besides those things? Well, you can talk it out. You can talk with a friend, talk with a confidant, a family member. You can talk with a coach like myself. That's what we're here for. We are mediators between you and you. Between you and yourself, we are mediators. We help to bring out that clearer thought and get you focused on what is your goal, and what your goal is, and what it is that you want to be getting done right now, and what it is that you want to get done in the future, and how do you get to that point. Yeah. So talk it out. Talking things out help us to reorganize, refocus, and zone in on exactly what we need to be doing right now. And it releases that tension and stress and just that buildup of confusion because we don't know what to do or where to go in the moment. So along with those few tips, what else can you do? If you've explored those options, or maybe that's not the option for you right now, you need something a little bit more. Well, one of the other things that I really encourage clients to do is to write things down. And I do this myself. Write it down. When we write down our thoughts or feelings, we're able to get that energy out of us right away. Whatever energy it is, whether it's confusion and anxiety, anger, fear, sadness, whatever it is, it flows away from us immediately, and there's this ability to be centered and calmed and focused. And then the beautiful thing about writing things down is that you're able to go back to whatever you wrote down, whatever was written, and you can process it. You can now process exactly what you wrote down, how you're feeling, where does that feeling come from, and how can I heal it? How can I move past it? Yes, so you can process what you write down. So I always encourage my clients to write it down. Write down exactly what you're feeling. Write it out. Yeah? And the last thing I'm going to leave with you all for tonight is the tip of reading encouraging words, motivating words, uplifting words, whether that's a book, a piece of poetry, whatever that is for you. Dive into that written word. And I find scripture to be such an amazing place that we can find so many bits of encouragement and upliftment, and just a knowing that we're not by ourselves in those moments when we might feel by ourselves or feel overwhelmed, that we can make it through with the one that has created us. Yeah? So those are just a few tips for this time that we're in, and I hope that you all explore those options and give me your feedback. What worked for you? What didn't work so well for you? Which ones you enjoyed, and which ones you're having a little struggle. With. And yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you, and happy season and blessings to you all.